at the edge of the road, looking like I'd lost all hope. Messenger, she came to me because she saw what I couldn't see. I had faded, for I was blue. She said, blue is the color of a broken man. There's more colors to hide. She gave me money and that was blue. She said, your anxiety was surely edging. Then she left with a final shout. She said, I'll tell you it will all work out. If you break it, you break it, you break it, you break it, you break it. The glass ceiling that holds you down. For Tucker, you beauts. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, then welcome to the channel. Here is the item in question, the unbagging, if you will. Didn't come in a box, which I was quite disappointed about, but it was just in a bag in an envelope. Here's the units, the actual preamp, and you can see there's 2 scratches on the screen, which is a bit disappointing. The whole thing feels cheap. It's that kind of cheap plastic. The faders are nice and smooth with a notch in the middle, so you can find the middle really easy, which is a nice touch. Has bass, middle, treble, and a presence on there, and the last one is a blend to blend the piezo with the microphone. Also has a power on and off switch and a switch for the note, which is for the tuner, so you can have it as a chromatic tuner, or you can select each string individually to tune, which is a nice feature, I thought. The knobs feel okay. They're rubber, bit floppy, but they feel okay. Like I say, the whole thing is cheap. It feels cheap, so that's to bear in mind. And it has a volume pot as well. So I did check to see whether it had like a plastic cover on the screen, just in case it was that was scratched, but there's not even that. So a bit disappointing with that. But not enough for me to send it back, so I'm going to carry on with this video and installing it. Here is the microphone, so it's a bendy kind of arm, which you can bend it to any position, which I think is really cool. And it's nice and long as well, which is a good thing, so that just plugs into the back of there. And then when you install it, you have an internal microphone to move around to get that sweet spot, as it were. Here is the battery compartment and the jack socket. It has a balanced XLR as well, which I thought was quite nice. Again, scratched, but, you know, hey, it was £15, so it takes a square 9-volt battery in there. Just feel like if they put it in a box, it would have avoided being scratched, but just for the sake of saving next to nothing. Anyway, here's the Piezo pickup, or Piezo, whatever you want to, however you want to pronounce it. I call it a Piezo, and in there is that pickup and a load of screws, more screws than you need, but that's fine. That's always a good thing. And you've got the actual pickup itself, which fits under the bridge, which looks, you know, pretty standard. Doesn't look too bad quality actually. It looks pretty nice. Looks pretty similar to stuff I've bought before, like replacement ones I've bought before. Nothing too expensive. And then you've got this sticky pad thing, which I did use to help clamp the microphone in place. And you've even got a cable tie, which is quite nice. So it comes with everything. Doesn't come with any instructions or any templates whatsoever, which would have been another nice touch and probably would have warranted an extra £1 or £2 on the price. Wouldn't have affected that at all. It would have been lovely to have some instructions and a template, but it didn't. So now I'm just testing that it's all going to work. Okay, the battery fits in nice and snug. Again, it does feel quite cheap, the plastic on that, but it's a non-movable part, so once it's in, it should be okay, as long as the jack socket's okay, which it is. So I just went ahead and just connected the battery, and now I'm just going to connect the preamp to the battery power, which is just this plug-in. There's no soldering or anything like that. Very fiddly. I didn't have my glasses on, so I couldn't see which way around it went. Lesson I'll never learn. Put the glasses on, Brent, then you can see what you're doing. Anyway, it only goes in one way, and it fit in nice and snug. Like that, and then we can just power on the power. There we go, so it lights up. A nice bright blue. I don't like the blue strips on the side of the preamp. I don't mind the blue display, because you can see it really nicely. But the blue strips themselves look a bit tacky to me. But anyway, you could probably colour them in with a black Sharpie or something if you wanted to get rid of them. So I plugged the microphone in, plugged it into my test amp just to see if it works, and it does.
Oh yeah, baby, hit me, baby.
Yeah, we won't go into that.
Yeah, so anyway, so I'll cut all the holes out. I won't do a video on that or anything on this video because I have a video on that. So I'll cut the holes out, ready to install, and there it goes. Now, like I said before, they did use that little white pad thing, which is designed to hold the wires, to actually hold the microphone. Because it is very long, I found that when I was using it, the microphone was slowly sinking down into the guitar. So I used it like this. I don't know if you can see. Hang on, let's get an angle. I stuck it there, so that you can see the white pad there, and it's holding the microphone. I can still move the microphone around, but I find now it stays where I want it to stay. So I've got it just on the microphone at the moment, and I've got the microphone in the centre of the sound hole, so it's sort of like half in the sound hole and half poking up out the sound hole like this, if you can see. EQ is flat, volume on full, going through my mixer, which is also flat with a little bit of reverb. Okay, so it gives that quite nice woody sound, which I like. So I'm just going to add the bass. Ooh, yeah. And what I tend to do on acoustic guitars anyway is roll down the middle a little bit. Just warms it up. Add a bit of treble. So it's about 3/4 up. Bit of presence to match. Nice. Now, to me, just the mic itself is quite a nice sound. It's got that really nice mic'd up kind of thing. And all that kind of thing. But if you just blend in the piezo just slightly, you need a little touch. See, with it off, slide it in. Oh, you can just hear it come in. You can achieve different sounds really, really easily. So still leaving the mic where it is, I'm just going to head on over to the Piezo, whatever you want to call it. So this is it with those settings. It's quite harsh. So bring down the trebles and the brightness, because that's just the nature of the pickup. So that's just a Piezo sound. Then bring the blend down maybe halfway. Starts to warm up a bit. Bring it down even further. There's a whole different sound again. A little bit further. So it really depends on what kind of sound you're after. Also, depending on where you put the mic in the guitar will change the tone as well. So if you want to have it close to the strings that way, it's going to be a bit more toppy perhaps. If you have it closer to the neck that way, it's going to be a bit warmer. You can push it down into the guitar or have it closer to the strings to get maybe the pick attack, stuff like that. So, overall, I am really, really impressed with this. I'm going to keep it in this guitar as well, because before I could not use this guitar. The Piezo system that was in it wasn't very good. It was very quacky, and I just couldn't get on with it. Now, I can use it, and I have been using it a lot on my Twitch streams, which brings me on to, you should come and follow me on Twitch. Link is in the description. So, there's not much more left to say on this, except my camera keeps auto-focusing, which is really annoying, so I need to look at that. And please do like, comment, and subscribe if you like this kind of video. In the next video, I will be looking at the balanced XLR socket on this, as well as putting it through a live amp rather than through my DAW and stuff. See how that sounds. Hear how that sounds. Anyway, peace till next time. Freddie, cue the jingle.
3, 4. If you like my YouTube show, hit like and comment and get involved. If you dig my vibe, then hit subscribe and never miss an episode of my YouTube show. Peace. Till next time.